So today we're running an employment law seminar with Peninsula Business Services and ourselves, myACOR. These seminars are aimed at small to medium enterprises throughout the UK. We do around about 400 a year. And today we've got around about 12-13 companies in there waiting to hear our presentation today.
I mean, as part of the education where they're going to learn all about policies, procedures, what they need to have in place to protect themselves, one of the things we'll do as a business is invite delegates to bring along their contracts and handbooks, and I'll give them a critique and go through their contracts, give them feedback before they leave so they can go away with some good tips to go and make change just to better protect themselves, really.
I mean, with employment law, there's changes all the time.
Right.
So we're going through all of those changes that have happened over the last 12 months. New legislation around the Equality Act, pension reforms that are coming, and hopefully it'll be a very interactive session today.
Well, I do have an HR lady that I use, and she's very, very good. But I'd like to obviously just see sort of what other information's out there, look at contracts, make sure that obviously our handbooks are all sort of up to date, and just make sure that we've got the right information. Really.
Just a little bit about Peninsula. If you haven't heard of us, if you don't know who we are, there's a little bit of background. As you can see, we've been doing this for 28 years now, so we didn't got a handle on how it all works. And I suppose my real aim is to stimulate you to think about where you are regarding your compliance with the legislation. Remind you maybe of some things that you've forgotten about, perhaps more importantly, maybe make you aware of some things that you weren't. And what we're also going to look at is some preventative maintenance and solutions, what you can do to position yourselves well to prevent things going wrong in the first place. I'm innocent until I'm proven guilty. That's the way it works. Not an employment law case, did you? You are guilty until you can prove your innocence. You have a legal duty to enrol your staff into a pension fund. We don't need to be fearful of it, because what we need to do is give it the attention it deserves, put in place what we need to, grasp the law as it should be, incorporate our own rules and regulations with it, and put ourselves in control rather than it be the other way around.
I came here just to sort of check that we were being safe actually. We've got a pretty comprehensive staff handbook, but I would like to know that we're still compliant, which I believe actually after this morning, or so far this morning, I think we are actually, so that's quite reassuring for me.
Nice, it's always beneficial, to be honest, they're absolutely fantastic.
Particularly for a small or medium-sized business, I would say that it's really beneficial. Only a couple of hours at the time, and yeah, I think you'd learn a lot from it.
Okay, so what do we need to have in place to protect ourselves and our businesses?
I don't know if you go on the internet, and it costs £99. They give you all these documents, these lovely documents for £99. These came back and said, well, that's against the law, that's against the law, that's against the law. No, all my employment contracts were out with my team and bought a £99 package. Well, it just shows you how you get.
I was thinking about that we have a lot of over 65s working for us and whether there are implications for that, but I'm sure that with the contract advice that we'll be able to have, that'll be fine.
Very good event, very interactive audience, people with many issues, which hopefully we've resolved today for them.
We're glad you came.
Yes, and it's nice just to get it sort of highlighted the areas that we are doing, so that's great. And I think we've come away with just a couple of little things that we're going to tweak. But yeah, no, very enjoyable and very worthwhile. A couple of hours this morning. So.
I don't think you can run a business, especially if you're on the smaller side, without coming to things like this room.
I think delegates enjoy the fact that they can just have a free critique and know where they stand, and they're getting that free rather than paying me £200 as a solicitor just to look through their contracts, which is what a review would typically cost.